Hey guys, Todd here at Green Top. We are outside in our outdoor cooking area today, and we're talking about one of the newer products here at Green Top, and that is going to be the Otto Wilde grills. This one here is going to be the Otto Wilde Light, and then one that's going to be a step up from that as well. What's different about this? If you've been in, you've seen our grills that we have that use wood charcoal, the lump charcoal. You've seen the grills that are going to use pellets. This one is going to be a propane grill, but what's different about this one? This is a super high heat grill. It's going to get up to 1500 degrees. Probably one of the coolest grills I've ever seen for finishing or even cooking the entire steak on. We're going to do a little bit of that today. So come on in, check this out. Right now, what I've got here, got a steak that's already prepped, salt and pepper. It is ready to go. Like I said, what we talked about this thing at 1500 degrees, what makes that so different? It's very much like what you're going to find in some of your high-end steak restaurants. What that is, that they have some grills in there that are going to use the same technique that's known as the Maillard effect. What does that do? I'm not smart enough to tell you the physics behind it, but I can tell you that it cooks it at such an intense heat so quickly that what it does, it takes all the proteins and sugars and it brings them up and it gives them like a brown crust to it, that perfect steakhouse crust, which is we're going to get here today. So we're going to go to get here, we're going to try this. Like I said, this is the Otto Wilde grill. We've had this thing going here for about 3 minutes. When you get it going, that's about how long it takes. It's going to take somewhere, your outdoor temperature depends, it's going to vary, but somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes, you can have this thing up to 1500 degrees. It works off of propane. Just you turn it on back here with the knob, you turn it on, you hear your gas come on, you'll turn it till you hear a click. Your pilot light starts then, and then you have pretty much high, low, and medium. The cool thing about this, at 1500 degrees, when you get up here, you definitely don't want to touch the top. That's where your 1500 degrees, that's where all that heat is. But when you get down here nice and low, you can put this, we've got this on the concrete table out here, but this thing is at 1500 right now, and I'm actually touching this as we talk. What makes this cool? This is definitely an outdoor cooking device, but you can cook with this on your lifetime plastic table. You can cook with this on a tablecloth. You can cook with this on a concrete table. It's not going to hurt you there because it is low temp down on the bottom. Stainless steel on the outside, which is pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and pull this drip tray out. These are the drip tray tongs that it comes with. And then we're also going to have this drip tray in here. Flare-ups aren't that big a deal on this thing because you have an open flame up top, 2 ceramic burners up top, which is going to make this happen for you. That's where the magic happens. But anytime you're cooking anything extremely greasy, what you want to do is make sure that you have this water in here to prevent that flame up effect. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and grab the clever lever, which it comes with as well. I'll go ahead and pull your cast iron grate out there and get this steak. We're going to get this bad boy on, all salted and peppered up. Perfect, check that out. Throw that right on there, and you hear that perfect hiss that you get, what you want. Just drop it right on there. At 1500 degrees, we can put this thing on here for about 6 minutes, about 3 minutes per side. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer now. Start timer for 3 minutes. Once that cooks down at 3 minutes, what we'll do, we'll pop it out then, flip sides. That's going to give us almost perfect medium rare. At that point, we'll be able to flip it about 30 seconds per side, and that's going to give you that final sear. We'll even move it up one notch to get it closer to those ceramic burners up top in there, which is going to give you that perfect crust that we're looking for. The drip tray that you have here, like I said, you have your drip tray in here that we have full of water. We talked about that flame up effect there. You know, this drip tray here, you can pull that in and out, and what that does, that just protects whatever that you're working with, whatever work surface that you have there. It's going to protect that from the grease drippings and things like that as you pull that cast iron grit out there. Lots of accessories with this grill as well. You see the pizza peel here. They also have a pizza stone there. The Otto Wilde grill book, which is going to come with it, tells you a lot of different recipes in there, but also a lot about Otto Wilde. You know, it is a German engineered grill. It's just something, it's not new technology, it's just newer to us. It's something that a lot of folks in a lot of cooking industries and a lot of cooking, you know, places throughout the world they've used for a long time. It's just newer to us here. Now this particular grill, like I said, it is propane. So right now we've got it hooked up with the connection on the back down to just your big propane tank, but they have adapters where it'll work off your 1-pounders as well. Works really, really well. Jason's getting the money shot right there. And you can see that. Let me slide over here. We'll get it in the sunlight. We'll pull this out just to take a sneak peek, and you'll see that Maillard effect that we talked about earlier. You see that brown crusting that we have there. It's not going to be that char. It's not going to be that burn, but it's a brown crust. You will see the blackening in here. You will get that sometimes on the fattier portions of the steak. We're going to leave that in there. It's got about another minute and 25 seconds, something like that on that side, and then we'll flip it. One of the concerns people talk about is the size of it. You know, it's not big enough. And that was probably one of my concerns when I first saw it, but we're cooking a steak perfect medium to medium rare in 6 minutes. That's going to allow you some pretty good turnaround time. My watch is going off here, so we're going to pull this guy out right here. Get your clever lever in there. Look at that browning that we got right there. Absolutely perfect. I'm gonna grab this guy here, flip that over, slide this right back in here. I'm gonna make sure, yeah, get that all the way back in there. Let that heat source hit it there. And we are about 4 minutes from steak heaven here. All right, so now that we've got 3 minutes per side, we're gonna pull this back out here, and we're gonna actually use this clever lever. You can get that up in there pretty good, and we're going to go ahead and raise that up to the next level. You wanna watch when you do this that you don't drive it all the way back into the pilot light like I did the first time and knock your fire out. And what you want when you do this, you want that flame that's in there underneath that ceramic burner. I'm not sure the lighting conditions we can get that. It's almost licking the top of the steak. And what that's doing, that's finishing it with that sear. We're gonna give it about 30 seconds, pull it, flip it, give it another 30 seconds on the bottom side, and then we're gonna let it rest. And it's important to let those steaks rest. Anytime you have a quality cut of steak, you wanna make sure you let them rest, and that allows all that moisture that we have sealed into that steak to collect and not run off the second you cook it. So there we go. Got about 5 seconds left here, and we'll take it and we'll flip this guy, and then we'll pull her out and let her rest. Pull that guy right there. Bring it out. You just want to be careful. There are not stops on there, so you want to make sure that when you do pull it out, you don't pull it all the way out. When it comes to cleanup on these guys are pretty easy too. With the stainless steel exterior for this thing, it's going to be very, very easy to clean. It's got the cast iron grates on there here, which, they're again easy to clean, especially once you get them seasoned. They're good to go. It's real easy from a cleaning standpoint. If you want to put that cast iron, pull it out and just drop it back in there right underneath those burners. It almost cleans itself. Of course, no soap when you're cleaning that, no stainless if you can help it, no brush wires or any of that. It's going to clean out really well. With the light version, this entire inside insert is actually going to pop out, and you can clean that. It's easily done within the sink. When you go up to the Pro version, the top will actually pop off, and it's much, much easier to clean there. But even in this one, all the accessories, very accessible, easy to clean, not a big cleanup when you're done. So really, really nice there as well. Also, it's really efficient on this gas usage. It's very little propane that you're going to go through, which is always nice. We're letting that steak cool there, and then what we'll do, we'll cut that up here in a minute. We got another one we'll throw on the grill here in a minute, because I see we're starting to get a crowd out of here, folks, as well. So be right back with you. All right, so here we go, the moment of truth. Let's see if I screw this up or if I got it right. Oh, yeah. I think that is about where we want to be, folks. Oh, okay. He was nervous. You want to cook that a little bit more? Next one. What you think? Look at that. That is absolutely going to be amazing. That's how I like my steaks right there. I don't know how you like yours, but any more than that, personally, I think you got shoe leather. Look, I'm headbutting the camera here. Look at that. There you go. And there you have it. That's your Otto Wilde steak right there. Of course, you're going to have your hot spots closer to the end. But that is, that's going to be something else right there. Get a piece of meat in it. Oh yeah.